Okay. All right, my mic is on now. All right, we're here. Good, good. All right, so welcome to my live stream. Volairen here, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the channel and just talk about. We're not really talking about Stellaris tonight. We're just talking about doing Q&A, and this is gonna be a shorter stream than usual because I got some people moving furniture out of my place. So, you know, I got. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the other stuff on my channel instead of Stellaris. We're gonna talk about meditation, especially meditation, weight loss, motivational stuff. I don't have a script, or I don't have an outline for tonight, so kind of just winging it. I don't know. I may run out of things to say. Forgive me if that happens, but like, no, I'm just gonna. If I run out of things to say and it starts getting too boring, I'll just end the stream. But I wanted to put something out tonight just because I made a commitment to you guys to put something out every day. So, hey, Celt Warrior, how's it going? You'll see I have Stellaris in the background, but I'm not really playing it right now. This is a recording of what I was playing earlier. So, it's on a loop. So yeah, if you want to look at Stellaris, there's still Stellaris there, but I'm talking about it tonight. But so how you doing, Celt Warrior? Pretty good. Looks like we got 3 people on. That's cool. So talking meditation, I think, you know, when I made my meditation video a while ago, and about like last year, and it didn't get a lot of views, but it did strike a chord with a lot of people, and I do appreciate that. So I'll give you some of my thoughts on it. So you're doing well today. That's good.
New technology discovered.
And well, so you know, I'm doing okay. Yeah, like I said, just been busy today. Been outside the house a lot. But yeah, so yeah, back to meditation. I think so. Meditation has helped me so much. It's helped me get to where I am today. It's helped me move out. It's helped me just keep my emotions, and really strengthens my mind. Kind of like a linchpin of all the success currently in my life that I do have. I remember when I wasn't meditating, I was miserable. You know, I was miserable. But when I started meditating, I started coming up with solutions. My mind started figuring out problems.
Receiving
transmission. I was able to climb out of the dirt, and you know, and now I meditate just about every day. I do need to meditate tonight. I didn't last night because I wasn't feeling well. I try to meditate pretty much every day, and you know, I told myself a couple of years ago that I was going to meditate every day for a year, and it's been a year and a half, and I've been doing it every day. Also, I have a lot of I've studied meditation a lot in my lifetime. I have books on it that I read, that I've read, and you know, there's a lot of great material. And so, you know, what do I think meditation is? I think it's like, I think it's basically a stillness of mind. Anybody that does meditation, I think that you need to achieve a stillness. So no thoughts. Try to go as long as you can without thinking any thoughts. And but if you do get thoughts, then you know, just let them go by the wayside. Notice them. Just keep trying to clear your mind. And eventually you get better and better at it until you get so good that it kind of just happens without thinking, which is where I'm at right now. It kind of just happens without thinking. Also, combined with, I think, a good diet, which I'm on right now, especially like a ketogenic or carnivore diet with no sugar. It really helps calm down your mind. At least it does for me. So, but you know, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Um, so, yeah, meditation I think is very beneficial for everyone. And other thing, a lot of people may not know about meditation. I know, is that you can meditate doing just about anything, anywhere, anytime.
System scan complete.
If you're trained well enough, if you have enough experience, if you get good enough at meditation, get good at clearing your mind, getting stillness, it will be easier and easier to do it no matter what you're doing until you're almost in like a flow state where your mind's always clear or clear most of the time. You're not having that inner dialogue in your head. Now, I haven't gotten that far yet, but since I've gone on a carnivore diet, I have been experiencing that a little bit, which is that's where we want to be. But so that's some of my views on meditation. You know, some of the best moments, just about all the best moments in my life I can remember, I was meditating during those times. That's what made me for a year
Research project
and keep
concluded.
going because I had basically, like I said, the best times in my life. That's why I did it for a year and a half, and I'm still doing it because my life is better when I'm meditating. By the way, anybody who's watching, can you hear me okay? If you have any problems with the mic, sound, or anything, if you can't hear any sound, I'd like to know about that right away. I'm pretty sure this video recorded the game sound. If it didn't, I apologize. Might just have to deal with it. But I tried to record the sound, so hopefully you're hearing the game sound, my voice. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, meditation. I mean, there's scientific studies that have studied meditation and admit the benefits. And I don't think, for one, I don't think meditation is a superstitious thing. I know a lot of religions practice it. I know a lot of religions practice it, but I don't think that meditation is religion. So if you think you have to be in a certain religion to practice meditation, I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. Like I said, anybody can practice meditation and benefit from regardless of your beliefs. Because I'm actually not a religious person.
Complete.
But I do respect religion. So I do believe in I do believe in a higher power. But I don't want to talk too much about my personal beliefs because I don't want to turn this into a channel. Not really right now. But anyway, yeah. So
updated.
meditation is one of the cornerstones of what has gotten me so successful. I think another thing that's gotten me really successful and really helped me keep this YouTube channel going and get the success with my YouTube channel that I've gotten recently has been written inventory, writing things down, the good, the bad, and the ugly, every day, just getting it out of my head or onto Microsoft, and that helps me a whole lot. So I combine that with meditation, and it's like putting gasoline in the fire. It really is. But then you combine that with a carnivore diet or keto diet, do all those things together, and so I'm gonna, now that I'm on this diet, I'm gonna add that to what I've been doing that combined with all these other things.
Council agenda available.
So my mind is like super clear right now. I don't have racing thoughts. I don't have a constant inner dialogue like I used to. You know, like I did a few years ago, or even a year ago, because I don't think meditation alone is enough for emotional freedom. I think, you know, when I talk about emotional freedom, I mean, like, you don't feel amazing all the time, but even when you feel bad, you're on an even keel, and you feel good most of the time. Feel good or calm most of the time. That's kind of what, you know, we're only human, so we're gonna feel bad sometimes, but like the goal is basically to feel good, right? Because everybody wants to feel good. Nobody wants to feel bad all the time, you know.
Situation log updated.
At least, you know, that's been my experience. So emotional freedom, it's, you know, is what that is basically a being in a good emotional state. And that doesn't always mean, like I said, it doesn't always mean that you're happy all the time. That is unrealistic, and that may be indicative of a bigger problem. But, you know, also something you might want to know about me, if we start talking about psychological things. I'm not a doctor, so if you have mental health issues or anything like that, please talk to your therapist, your psychiatrist. Don't just listen to me. I'm not a professional expert. I have a degree in psychology, but, you know, I'm a little rusty, and on top of that, like, you know, so don't just take what I say. You know, get information from multiple, and if I was to give any advice, it would be just do whatever your doctors tell you, and do exactly what they say without deviation. Which, when I started doing that, my mental state got much better. So I think now, I don't know if I'll be able to get off my meds with the carnivore diet that I'm doing right now, but I'm starting to be convinced that maybe. Yeah. So I think that'll give me a new layer of freedom. I'm just being candid here. Like I said, I'm just talking. Feel free to chat or whatever. I'll answer any chat that I hear or that I see. You know, and you know, I'm looking at my chat right now, so it won't take too long for me to catch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking because, you know, obviously you guys don't want to hear silence the whole time, so. You know, it's kind of part of being a streamer, being a YouTuber. You know, you gotta keep up the content. I mean, speaking of content, like I haven't been able to upload for a while, and it was because I was dealing with a lot of emotionally tough things. Yeah, and yeah, that leads me to weight loss. So I recently gained some weight, but I could have gained a lot more. And so while I was transitioning to carnivore, I could not really do any editing really. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the mental faculty to focus. I didn't have the focus, the focus and the concentration to really work on my channel, because I had to focus on the move and concentrate on them. Now most of the moving's done, and like I said, I just got really tired of not working on my channel, and so it's just, yeah, I'd rather edit and come out with solid normal videos, but that's just not possible right now. And you know, I'd rather give you guys some content. my goal with this channel always is for people to subscribe to my channel because they like my content, not just because I put out this
Council
or that.
agenda ready.
Like, I want people to like all the content and like what I do and like me for me. I mean, that's an ideal situation. A lot of the biggest YouTubers I know have seen, they don't only cover one. So, like, I don't consider myself a exclusively Stellaris. You know, as you can see with my uploads, I don't always upload Stellaris, but I try to make sure I upload Stellaris as much as I can. I just haven't been able to, like I said, I haven't been able to do anything, and especially now. So, other than live streams, but I think I'm gonna record a video about Machine Age tomorrow. It's not going to be edited, but it'll be a video, and I think I'll record that around like 5 or something, and I'll put it on, then I'll upload it. Hopefully I'll be able to do that tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is going to be really busy. The next few days are going to be really busy. I may have to do a shorter or two or something. Have But anyway, I guess we could talk about weight loss a little. So a few years ago, back in 2020, I weighed about 265 pounds. That was the heaviest I have ever weighed, other than when I was getting out of high school. At high school, I was 270, close to. I was I was really blowing up, and um, and I wasn't happy. It's not fun. I don't care what anybody says. It's not fun being that heavy. Um, Even if you don't have body image issues, which I do have some of that. Not going to get too much into that, but I've had body image issues in the past, and but it's something that I'm comfortable with today. I'm not doesn't really mess with me that much, especially with the way I am right now. But I did have for a long time have a problem with it, and but it wasn't just that. It's just the way I felt, the grogginess, the not being able, the lack of mobility, the pain, pain when moving around, and it got really bad in 2020, and then I also at the same time I had a blood clot, so I had to recover from that. Well, 2021, I decided to start losing weight, and I got with a support group of other people who were losing weight, and I counted calories at first, and I lost about 70 pounds counting calories. And so things were pretty good for a while, and then around during that period of time was also when I really started working on this channel hard and really started putting out Stellaris videos, and got up to about 3,000 subscribers. Now I'm at 3,300. Can't believe that, but back during this time, I only had like 600 subscribers. So I dedicated myself to it. I had the time and I had the means to do so. Well, so I'm at 200 pounds, and then I don't know what happened, but I started losing my ability to moderate my food intake of certain kinds of food. And I discovered that now when I eat when I eat foods with plants in it, plant material, it doesn't matter if it's sugar or no sugar, if it's got plants in it, I tend to want to, like, I tend to eat uncontrollably. So, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to go back to the way I was. I didn't want to go back to 260 pounds because that's not fun. It's already not fun at the weight I'm at right now, which is about 230. But you know, and I'm just being honest about my struggles here, and you know, so meditation isn't the whole picture. I mean, there's other things you got to do, but yeah, but I went carnivore and the craving stopped, and yeah, I did gain a little bit of weight, but I think if I had still been eating cake and cookies, and other just the standard American diet, I would have ballooned. I would have been like 300 pounds. I have no doubt in my, because I was nosediving, or just I was out of control. So I was like, man, I got to do something quick, or I'm gonna be, or I'm gonna be that, or I'm gonna be even heavier than last time. So, but that's my story about, and so now I'm at 230 or a little bit under. Um, I'm gonna, starting today, I'm make some changes in my diet. I'm still gonna do carnivore. I'm just not gonna eat as much because I haven't really been regulating my food intake. I've just been eating whenever, whatever, you know, and eating a lot. So I think I want to go back to eating small amounts, um, as far in between as I can. So, you know, I eat when I'm hungry and I just eat a little bit. I think that'll be good. Uh, so yeah, and that's kind of the thing. I'm not sure if I recommend carnivore to everybody yet because I still haven't really lost the weight, so I don't feel like I can make an informed opinion about the carnivore diet. But so far, I'm like experiencing, even though there was weight gain, I feel better up
New
here
technology
in my
discovered.
head. I feel better mentally and emotionally than I felt. I can't really remember the last time I've been this emotionally balanced and this calm. So, um, so yeah, as long as as long as that's happening and I'm not emotionally miserable, I'll take a little bit of weight gain. But the problem that's happening now is I am my back was hurting all night last night. I think it's because of the weight. So yeah, just gotta change my eating habits a little bit. You know, I'm on the right path. I just think be all right. I've done it before. No strange.
New technology.
So anyway, I don't really see any chat in the chat. I don't see any chat here, so I'll just keep going. Sure, you guys don't have any questions? Anyway, so like, let's talk about my last video. My last full video was about gratitude, I think. Now, I wrote Unlocking Happiness and all that. The truth is, that title, I randomly generated that title with the AI
situation
on that one. So I wanted to see how many views it would get, but it didn't really work. So what the video is really about is gratitude, and how gratitude really can almost immediately give you immediate results to your mental state, and really just it's almost like a solvent. It really is. Like, it's not a permanent fix. There are more things that would need to be done to permanently get rid of deep resentment, but it's a start. It definitely helps a whole lot. And if you do it on a regular basis, you're going to be a lot less angry, And so, and I do
construction online.
I do gratitude. I write down a gratitude list every day, and I think I would be a lot angrier. I'd have a lot more resentment in my life, and I'd be a much angrier person if I didn't do this every day. And there's other things too that I want to showcase and talk about in later videos down the road, distant future. Um, like there's a process that you can go through, and I'll just give you guys a preview here. If say
Research
you have somebody that you're upset with, so if you write down who they are and why they upset you, and then you write down what you were afraid of, what were you afraid of in regards to that, like what were you afraid of losing, right? Write that down. And then most important thing of all, and this is the part that most people don't like, but is so beneficial and is where the magic happens. What did you do? What did I do? What was my part to play in that resentment? My part to play with that anger. So what did I do? Did I, like, say someone hit me, and then I'm like, well, I'm mad at this person because they hit me. But because see, a lot of people, what they tend to do, unfortunately, is a lot of people they just look at what the other person did to them, and they either conveniently leave out or they conveniently forget that there may have, what they did in response, or the, excuse me, I need to drink some water. So, you're upset. You get upset with somebody. Most people, they get upset with someone, and they stay upset, and they, you know, they don't think about what they may have done to cause that person to be upset, because it's really ego deflating, right? Like it's really hard to like admit when we're wrong, and kind of, for me personally, I think it's a huge red flag when I meet somebody and they can't admit that they're wrong. Like they can't, they don't have any humility. They can't admit that they made a mistake, or when they do make a mistake. Sometimes they don't, but like the ability to admit fault, or admit, your shortcomings is, yeah, you don't just want to like share with everyone all the time, but like if you genuinely wrong something, like if I genuinely wrong something, I need to be able to admit that. I need to be able to admit that to myself, to them. And and in my default state, without this process and without this work, I'm unable to do that. So I have to write it down on paper. I have to write down, okay, this is what I did in response, or this is my part to play. So going back to the example, say someone hit me and I'm upset with them because they hit me. Excuse me. I was afraid that person was going to, break my teeth or whatever. And then, but then I, but then I realized, but then I have to write down what I did. Well, turns out I hit him, I hit that person, or I hit him back, or whatever. Wrongs don't make it right, that kind of thing. So, and I think it's even more beneficial when you just write about what you did or what I did. So Casey, how's it going? Thoughts on RHE? What's that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Yeah. So yeah, RHE. It just doesn't ring a bell to me. Can you tell me what that means? Oh, okay. We'll give him a chance to respond. But yeah, it it's it's a tough thing to do. Like I said, it's hard to admit, that we did something. Usually for me anyway, usually when someone wrongs me, I can always trace back and look at it, especially through when I write it down. Um, what are my plans with this empire? Oh, this is the Cybernetic Creed. I'm doing a trade build with the Cybernetic Creed, so my plans are to just in this video, I'm basically my plan is to just build habitats and just grow tall, and I grow really tall, and eventually maybe try to see if I can vassalize or take control of empires around me. So that's what I'm doing in this video. If you're looking at the Stellaris play, uh, I hope that answers your question. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. I guess yeah. So that's a little peek. I'm going to do a video about that the whole thing. Um, so that's one of the videos I want to do. Um, also, like maybe a video on. I know another process that's really beneficial is being able to make up with other, like, basically feel, I guess it's making amends with other people, being able to end lifelong feuds and things like that, end beef with other people, go to the people that you have beef with and just things like that, just, and how I do that, and how I go about making things right with people that
new technology
that I have
discovered.
a problem with, and but that's far off. I have to do a lot of thinking about that, but basically also, so with all this, I want to come up with a system where come up with like a plan or a blueprint or a charter or some kind of set of guidelines or laws or rules that if you follow them or you'll the results will speak for itself, basically. But that's kind of what I've been thinking about off and on for the past couple years, actually. It's just I got to do it right, and I don't want to. I can't do it wrong. I want to be very informed, and I want to.
New technology
and the other thing
discovered.
is, I got to be doing it. So whatever I come up with, as far as like, but I think if put all the stuff that's worked for me and put it together in some kind of plan, rubric. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I am kind of rambling a little bit, and it has been about 30 minutes, but I want to talk a little bit about that, and why I haven't been coming out with as much content lately. That's an understatement. But but if you do catch me around
System
6
charted.
every day, around 6, I try to put out something new every day at around 6, whether it be a live stream or a short or a full-blown video. Could be that as well. But I want to put out something every day, so to keep you guys interested, and just because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Anyway, with that, I'll give a few more minutes for anybody to ask any questions about anything, really. Preferably about my channel or about stuff that we just talked about. But it can be about Stellaris too. That's cool. I am playing Stellaris in the background. Anyway, yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get going here. It was really good. Thanks for coming out, guys, and chatting. I really appreciate it. And you know, hopefully something I said today helps somebody. You know, this wasn't really a Stellaris thing, but I know, but I probably will. I think I'm gonna come out with a Machine Age video tomorrow if I have enough time. I may not. I may have to just do a live stream. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna come out with something. So anyway, talk to you guys later, and thanks for stopping.